Guys, I'm very excited to bring you this review today. I have been working on it a few months. I've been using the products for a few months, and I want to do kind of like a slam review on it of some natural kind of products that I have gotten into. Over the winter, I started paying a lot more attention suddenly to the ingredients that are in lotions and whatnot, since it occurred to me, being on the curly girl method, we try to avoid silicones and mineral oil and that kind of thing. And it occurred to me that a lot of lotions have those kind of ingredients in them, especially mineral oil, which doesn't really absorb into your hair. It just kind of sits there, so it can be problematic. So as I said, I started taking note of the ingredients that are in my lotions, and I wanted to find some more naturally based products to use on my skin, and I was having a lot of trouble with dry skin as well this winter. I think it was a combination of dry skin and maybe an allergic reaction to something, I'm not sure, but I had such itchiness on the sides of my arms in particular, and I would be scratching at them in my sleep, and I did a lot of damage from my nails just scratching blindly in my sleep. So I was pretty desperate to find some new lotions, which is kind of what led me to these products that I'm about to show you. After that big long explanation, the first one that I want to share with you, these are all by Burt's Bees. This is, what do they call it? Richly replenishing cocoa and Cupuaçu butters body lotion. I've had another Burt's Bees body lotion before. It's the milk and honey one. It smells heavenly, but I was trying to use that to alleviate some of my really bad itching, and it wasn't really doing a whole lot. It's not the most moisturizing lotion in my experience, so I decided to try something else, and I saw this, and I did just a little bit of internet about Cupuaçu. It's just similar to cocoa butter. It's a rainforest tree native to South America. It has a fruit. Apparently it's a fruit that you can eat, and then the pit inside has this butter in it that they extract, and it's a moisturizing product. So I picked this up at Walmart for, let's see, this size, this is the 12-ounce size, and I think the 12-ounce size was about $10, $9 or $10, and it also comes in, I think, like a 6-ounce squeezy tube that was maybe $8, and I'm always a fan of products in a squeezy tube, because then when they get to the bottom where you can't, squeeze out the product without mangling the container, you can just cut them open. But I decided to buy it in a bigger size because I went through the first tube that I bought, and I got a bigger pump bottle. I know with products like Burt's Bees that are naturally based, they can provide a little bit of sticker shock when you see the price, but it ends up being worth it because not only do they have good wholesome ingredients in them, but something like a big pump bottle of lotion, it's going to last you for a pretty long time. They say that this is 99% natural, and it does include cocoa and Cupuaçu butter, water, they have fragrance in it, sunflower seed oil, cocoa seed butter, and then Theobroma grandiflorum seed butter, which is the Cupuaçu. And then beeswax, coconut oil, olive oil, grapeseed oil, honey, a lot of really good natural things. And they say that it is clinically proven to moisturize up to 24 hours. They say it's dermatologist tested. They say it absorbs quickly and that it is a non-greasy formula. Now, I didn't have any issues with reactions to this. I wouldn't say my skin is overly sensitive, and it does absorb very quickly and does not leave a greasy formula on your hands. So both of those get a check mark. It is also made without animal testing, 97% post-consumer content, so I guess that means it's mostly recycled, and they say that it has no parabens, phthalates, or petrochemicals, which I think are just the petroleum derivatives like mineral oil, petrolatum. Now, another thing that I absolutely love about this is the smell. I'm usually not a big person to obsess over the smell, but this smells absolutely heavenly. They say it has a hint of vanilla in it. It doesn't actually specify that on the ingredients label, it just says it's like fragrance, and then they say it's natural fragrance, but it smells wonderful. It does have a vanilla kind of scent, and I always say that vanilla is one of those really tricky scents. It can be all too often a very heavy, kind of sickeningly sweet smell, and it can, some people don't really like it, but this smells so good. It's not too sweet, it's very light. It is a very nice light natural vanilla, like a vanilla frosting kind of scent. I don't know, it smells heavenly, so if you want to make sure that you are putting something good smelling on your body, you won't have a problem with this. I love the fragrance of it. In terms of the moisturizing though, it gave me moderate moisturizing. I told you I was having issues with Burts, really dry skin. Like it was so bad, guys. I had scabs like all over the backs of my arms from where I would be scratching in my sleep with my nails, and it cut the itching somewhat. It helped, but it wasn't the best. I actually tried another product later, which will be the next product that I talk about, that did a better job of that. I think it's fine if you're just putting it on as a moisturizer, you know, when you get out of the shower. But if you were to use this on like seriously dry skin, like where it gets, you know, really cracked around your knuckles or something, I have found that it's not really that great for that. It doesn't really seem to do a whole lot. So it's not a heavy duty moisturizer. It's got nice ingredients on it, but it's still better as like a light to medium level moisturizer. All in all, do I recommend it? Yes. Just as I said, for heavy duty moisturizing, you're going to want something a little bit stronger. Alright, while I was continuing my search for a really nice, naturally based, moisturizing skin product to use, I came across this stuff. This is product number 2. This is the Honey and Shea Body Butter, also from Burt's Bees. I saw it, I think down at the drugstore, and I think I had a coupon. This was one of those days where I had a coupon that I really wanted to use, but it was for a certain amount, so I needed to spend a little bit more to get to that amount so I could use the coupon. And so this was just kind of like a purchase on a whim, and I am so glad that I made this purchase. So glad. This is absolutely wonderful. Now it only comes in this size. This is a 6.5 ounce jar, and it's usually about $13. Ouch, I know, but again, this stuff especially, it will last you so long. I love the texture of this, and one of the first things that I discovered is how easily it spreads. A little bit goes a really long way with this. See, I'm just going to use this much. I'm going to put it on the back of my hand, and see, there's still enough here that I can spread it around all the way up onto my fingers, onto my cuticles. This stuff is absolutely wonderful as an all-over moisturizer, and it really, really is worth the price. A little of this stuff will really go a long way. This is the second tub that I bought of this, and I've been using this for several months now, just about every night after I get out of the shower. This stuff, they say, is, where's the percentage on it? The little percentage that they give you, 99% natural, right in front of me. They say it's 99% natural. Again, no animal testing. This is 50% post-consumer content. And again, no parabens, phthalates, or petrochemicals, which are, again, petroleum-derived ingredients like mineral oil, I believe. The top ingredients are very moisturizing too. Water, sunflower seed oil, glycerin, coconut oil, and then a moisturizing alcohol, cetyl alcohol, followed immediately by sweet almond oil. Remember, when you look at an ingredients list, they are listed in order of concentration from greatest to least. There is no honey or shea until later in the ingredients list. Shea is a little bit farther down. Honey is like, I don't know, it's probably like the 7th ingredient. I don't know, but honestly don't care with this product. And it smells heavenly to me. It smells like kind of like honey and nuts together, and I happened to read some ingredients online, and some people were kind of bugged by the smell. They thought it had like a rancid touch to it, and it does have a little bit of a tanginess to the scent. Apparently it goes away if you keep it in the refrigerator. I discovered it and tried it. It doesn't bug me though. Frankly, this smells like you know what it smells like? It smells like baklava. The smell reminds me of baklava, honey and nuts. I mean, hey, if I can get some baklava and not have to work it off afterwards, I'm not going to complain. This is one of those products that I really do want to try eating out of the container. And usually, again, I don't go bug nuts over a product smell, but this stuff just smells so good. And it is so wonderfully moisturizing. This is the stuff that I stopped having trouble with the itching when I was using this, and I've used it on my legs too. I have issues with dry skin on my legs in the winter when I shave, no problems. And as I pointed out earlier, it spreads so easily that you really don't need a whole lot, and so a container will last you a really long time. I honestly cannot recommend this enough. I know it is a little bit expensive to purchase, but again, you know, it's worth the money. It really is. I absolutely love this. And last but not least, the Good by Burt's Bees Natural Softening Conditioner. I also got this on a whim at Walmart because I was walking around and I saw like a clearance rack, and it smelled really good. I'll point that out right away. So I figured, you know what, why not? Because I looked at the ingredients list, and it is, you know, CG approved. There is no silicone in it or anything like that, so I figured, you know, why not? When I got this on sale, I believe it was about $5 on the clearance price. This is a 12 fluid ounce bottle. I think the regular price might be closer to $7 or $8, and if you look at it, it is very thick. I don't want to have a mess here, but it is very, very thick, and it smells pretty good too. They say it's supposed to smell like vanilla and rice milk. And again, it is a very light vanilla kind of scent. It's not too sweet or too heavy. Although now when I smell it, I can smell a touch of alcohol in it. And unfortunately, this does have alcohol in it twice. Not just cetearyl alcohol, which is moisturizing alcohol. You don't really need to worry about that. But there is also... the very last ingredient in here is denatured alcohol, which is still alcohol. Maybe it is only on here once. It looks like it is only on here once, but it's still just a touch of alcohol, like a drying alcohol, so that can be a little problematic in the long run. I wasn't sure about the cylindrical container. As you can see, it's wider at the top than it is at the bottom, but it's evenly distributed. I wasn't sure if it was going to be top heavy because of this, and I haven't found that it's the case. The other thing though is that the plastic feels pretty heavy. It's not a very easy squeeze plastic when you feel it, so I am wondering how difficult this is going to be as you get farther down, like to here, and you really have to squeeze to get it out. I do like the fact that the cap is on the bottom rather than the top, so that it is all ready to squeeze out. Again, as it's Burt's Bees, it's not tested on animals, and they say no parabens, phthalates, or petrochemicals. And they say that you'll be moisturized by some of nature's best hydrators that will leave your hair feeling soft and looking hot. When I read the ingredients list, the top ingredients are water, cetearyl alcohol, which is moisturizing alcohol, fragrance, Ceteris 20, which I will be honest, I don't really know what that is, and glycerin, and then phenoxyethanol, I hope, and then we get into the moisturizing stuff: sunflower seed oil, hibiscus, peppermint, sage, a bunch of herbal extracts. When I think of nature's best hydrators, I think more of things like shea butter and coconut oil. Sunflower seed oil is pretty moisturizing, but I'm disappointed that the moisturizing ingredients are this far down the ingredients list after water, moisturizing alcohol, and then fragrance, glycerin, and some probably chemical thing that I can barely even pronounce. Also, the fact that this has glycerin in it, I'll point this out now. Glycerin can be weird for curly hair because it's an ingredient that I believe draws moisture and helps seal it in. So if you're using something like that on your hair in colder months, it can actually be bad because the air is so dry that the moisture is going to be drawn to that. And then during the summer months, it's my understanding that ingredients like that can actually pull moisture into your hair and make it frizzier because there's too much moisture. And I did point out the alcohol, the denatured alcohol, which is the very last ingredient. I do suspect that over time this might lead to some drying. Right, so my shower experience with this, I just used this as like a rinse out kind of conditioner while I was in the shower. The first thing that I noticed, I mean, it is a very nice thick texture and it does spread pretty easily. Very creamy, and I thought that was enjoyable to use. It also had fairly good slip after I let it sit in my hair. It was actually better than I expected. Now with the overall kind of lack of more moisturizing ingredients, I was curious to see how my hair would feel. And when I rinsed it out, my hair felt surprisingly silky, and I was pleasantly surprised by that. Now when I use this on my hair, it was after I washed my hair like the night before I oil it, so I didn't do like my typical styling and whatnot. Instead, I just used a little bit of leave-in. And the next day, my curls were moderately defined and they had some shine and they felt very soft, like they were moderately moisturized. And my hair did smell nice the next day. I didn't detect the alcohol note on my hair. That's just something that I've noticed when I sniff it out of the bottle. But on my hair, anyway, I didn't smell that. It was very nice and soft and light. So all in all, as to whether or not I recommend this, honestly, you guys are gonna have to decide for yourselves. I mean, the ingredients list is not the best. It's not what I would have hoped for. It was a very pleasant shower experience again, but I'm leery of some of the ingredients, and I don't think I will be revisiting this. That concludes the review. I hope you very much enjoyed this, because I very much enjoyed trying these products, and I was very excited to bring this to you. So thank you very, very much for watching, and I guess I will see you guys next time. Bye!